Okay, welcome back, Programming 11. We are going to be adding in images into our sketches now. So we're going to be able to download a picture. Here I have a picture of a durian, and I'm going to put that picture of a durian inside of my sketch. We'll just start by loading it and displaying it one time, but then we will have fun with making it draw, in my case, durians, but you can make it draw whatever you want. So I'm just going to use this picture as an example. Just so you know, you'll notice it's a transparent image. I'm pretty sure it is anyways. That's fantastic. That's going to enable us to do some fun stuff with this image. I highly recommend looking for transparent pictures. When you're in Google, you can click on Tools. It's not usually turned on, but once you're in Google Images, you can go over here and click Tools, and it says Color, and you can choose the color. And I choose Transparent, and that helps me find just transparent pictures of durians, which are my favorite kind of pictures of durians, I guess. I've clicked on this, and I think I'm going to regret it. I don't want to download this exact picture. I'd like to open this picture in a new tab. And then I'll get the full size. Oh my. I wonder if this is actually transparent or not. Let's save this image. Sometimes they trick you into thinking you've downloaded a transparent picture, and I might be tricked. I'm going to save it to here, but I don't want to name it this crazy name. I'm going to rename it. I'll notice that it's .png at the end. That's pretty important to notice. I'm going to call it durian.png. Now, where should I save it? I'm just going to save it to desktop for now. And then I'm going to shrink all these things down. And so it's here on my desktop somewhere. Oh, got to clear a bunch of stuff out there. There it is. Oh, it looks like it's kind of transparent, but it's got like a grid in the background. Okay, well, I got tricked a little bit, but I think it's going to be good enough. Now that I have my picture, I have to put it somewhere special. I want to bring it into my sketch. So what do I have to do? Well, I'm going to go to my sketch, and I'm going to find the sketch folder, the place where I've saved it. If you already know where you saved it, then you can just go there. But if you're not sure, or you want a shortcut, when you're in your sketch, you can press Control-K, as in kangaroo, and it'll hop right over to the sketch folder for you. So the next thing I'm going to do is make a folder in here called the data folder, and I'll just right click and choose new folder, and I'm going to call it data. And basically you can put things like pictures and music and stuff into the data folder, and processing will be able to find it without much difficulty. So I'll put the durian into data. So once I've done that, I'll just confirm. If I open up data, yes, indeed, it's there. I think I'm good to go. Just in case you don't see durian.png, I recommend that if you're in Windows anyways, if you click on View, you can slide over to these checkboxes here, and you can check off file name extensions so that you can see them. If you don't see it, then it's kind of hard to know exactly what it is that you're supposed to name your picture. So I know it's durian.png. So now I'm going to load that picture, that durian, into my sketch. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make a variable. It's going to be a p image. It's capital P, capital I, like pi, like 3.14, and then mage, like a magician. But it's really p image is what's going on, not pi mage. Although I like the idea of a pi mage using magical circles like Doctor Strange or something. But it's just p image. And then I'm going to name it durian. And you can name whatever you want, but if you're going to have more than one picture, or even if you just have one picture, it's good to give it a descriptive name to remind you what it is. In the setup, you can now load your picture. So I can say durian equals, check this out, load image. And then in double quotes, you can give the name of the file, which we can see still over there is durian.png. So I'm going to load durian.png. And that, and on its own, loads it. I'll just run it to make sure it loaded correctly. It looks like no errors have shown up, but there's no picture, right? So loading it just puts it into this variable. You still need to actively draw it on the screen. And the function to draw images is the image function. So it takes a few arguments. The first argument is what to draw. So I want to draw the durian image that's in the durian variable. The next two are x and y, so you can say, whatever you want. I'll make it 50-50. And then the last, if you just do that, then it'll just draw your picture full size. So if I run that, we'll get our durian. Oh, and look, actually it was transparent, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I'll just change the background to be like gray or something, just to confirm I got a nice cutout. Well, I guess there's a little white outline there, so that's a little tragic, but yeah, it's okay. It's pretty good. So yeah, so it looks like that worked out nicely. However, you might want to make a smaller version of it, or in the future, you might want to use like the slider to change its size. So what you need to do is put in the width and height as well. So if I put in 100, 100 here, then the durian's going to be 100 wide and 100 tall. So I can run that, and we can see that's nice and small now. So if I were to change this one, this is X, right? So if I made it say 200, I'll move it over to the right. So we'll see it going that way. This will move it down if I change this one. So if I make that 100, you'll see it move it down a bit. And then, of course, we have the width. So if I want to make a fat durian, maybe like 300 or something, then the height's still 100, so it gets stretched out. Generally, you want to keep it not stretched out, I guess. I don't know, maybe you do want to stretch it out. But that's how you can sort of control the position and size of the image. Eventually, we're going to turn that into a button, so it's not a bad idea to put a little background on it. So you might put a rect that's at 200, 100, and it's 100 by 100 wide, and you might fill that with a color like white. And if you run that, you'll see that the durian will be on a little rectangle. And you can even make that so that when you mouse over that rectangle, it can highlight it, so you can make like a clickable button. It's really that rectangle that's the thing that's clickable, but you've drawn the durian on top. So that's a good way to start to begin designing your user interface. In another video, I'm going to show you how you can override the mouse dragged function so that instead of drawing the squiggly line, it'll draw the durian as you click and drag. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that and check that out in the next video. Okay, thanks everybody.